she said.
What is up, Spice Runners?
Good intro.
Mine's better. Mine's better. Sorry. But go ahead.
Oh my god, you guys, that was awesome! Holy crap, I'm so surprised at that.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, I loved it.
I went through all the videos in the past, and I was like, man, I need a good "That's What She Said" for this episode. And that was the clearest one I was able to grab.
That was awesome! Oh my gosh,
Awesome.
That's what she said.
that's what. She said. And you guys, I had to get my own merchandise, so you guys see my brand.
Yeah,
new
let me
shirt.
blow you up real quick.
Boom.
Nice.
That's what Michelle said.
Right? Right?
Right. It's awesome. That's awesome.
That's
Get
great.
it from MichelleNooney.com.
Mhm.
I think Craig was wearing one, wasn't he? Or was it a Michelle's hat? Or was
No,
it?
that's what she said.
That's what she said?
Yeah.
You got the
Nice.
red
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. So it's April 1st, and this is a pre-recording. So for all you guys that are watching, sorry we're not live.
No. See you later. Bye bye. End of
Are
show.
we going-
Later.
Bye bye.
Maybe we'll go wink, wink. Maybe we are live. Maybe we're not.
Maybe not.
We are. Yes.
Smoke and mirrors.
That's right.
Awesome. Yeah. So thanks to our friends here in the lounge for being here on Friday. Man, we're here recording early, and I know it's early for Scott. And I think Jason, did you take a day off for this, or is today a day off for you?
I worked extra early in the week so I could leave early today. So
What? Just for the show.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not missing this.
Dedication.
I worked
Look
an
at-
extra 2 hours last night. So, yeah,
That's awesome.
don't cover it.
You guys
Oh, that's
are
cool.
awesome. Because I thought it was just going to be me and Jeff's today. So you guys are treats. This is
Surprise.
awesome. Surprise.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Everybody's here, full gang.
Everybody's here. Yeah.
Cool.
No, we always look for excuses just to hang out. So this works out perfect.
So do you
Yeah,
got your
I was going to
coffee?
say,
You got your
when you
coffee,
said
Scott?
record.
Oh, go
sorry,
ahead.
Michelle.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say, it's like when Evan said, well, let's do a pre-recording on Friday. I'm like, yep, I'm good. I'm there. Like, I'm going to go early, leave work early. Fine. No problem.
Yeah, right.
Heck yeah.
No hesitation.
I won't know what to do with myself later on. I'll be like kind of lost. So
Yeah.
Well, the only
Rewatch
thing I was
yourself.
thinking of is you guys could watch and participate in the chat later, you know.
I was
Need
thinking
a live
that, yeah.
chat.
okay.
Yeah. I'll probably be in the live chat for a little bit. I just can't stay all night because I got to wake up.
Because you gotta wait. Yeah. Okay.
I got to fly to Belgium tomorrow. I got to make it.
Oh. Yeah.
Gotta go.
Planes,
Yeah.
trains, and automobiles. Yeah, it's been chaotic trying to get that trip planned. I'm flying to like London, and now originally I had a 12-hour wait in London. So now we decided we're just going to get on the train and take the train to Belgium.
Wow.
But now we have
Probably
to
a
see
nice-
if they'll let us do it tomorrow.
That's probably a nice ride, though.
Yeah, it's like 4 hours.
Yeah, but you could probably work on the train then, too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Knock some stuff out while I'm on the train.
Yeah.
Dang. Are you excited though?
I am. I'm excited. I'm just not excited for the cold weather. I had to pack like winter clothes.
Yeah, I forget that's cold in other parts of the country and world right
Yeah,
now.
man. I know I had to like dust my stuff off. I was like, man, where's my jacket?
You guys,
Yeah.
be quiet. Are you kidding me? The other day we had like 4 inches of snow, and then by noon we had 53 degrees, and it was all the snow was gone.
Oh, dang.
Well, even here in California, it was the week before last, it was like 89 degrees. And then this week has been colder and rainy and cloudy. And it's like, we do all the season changes in a week or two.
Yeah.
And then we're done with it. And then it goes back to normal.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing about Cali.
No,
Yeah.
that's probably the only thing. I mean, you pay for it.
Oh, yeah. You're paying a
pay
lot for
it like
that.
crazy.
That's
Yep.
Western weather.
That's why I get outside and I get mad. I start yelling at the sky. I'm like, I paid for sun.
Hey, we're starting to pay for it in Florida now, man. In Florida, everything's going up. Property's going up. Homeowners insurance is going up. It doubled. I was like, what the hell?
Jeez.
Yeah, that's
Everything's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So for the viewers, thanks for watching. Today's episode is special. It's about Michelle. We're catching up with her. She's been busy getting a lot of looks, from famous people, and she got to hang out with Dean Cain and give him a hug. So we'll talk about her experience with that a little bit later.
You should have played the Beatles song, Michelle.
I know.
Oh, I should have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
We're
should
like,
have. I probably
oh,
would have got
yeah,
blocked
opportunity missed. Whatever.
though.
You
No,
don't
some
know
of
that
those
by
songs.
now?
Oh,
You
go
don't
ahead.
know that by now, Scott? You can
I
play
do.
it. You don't know it
Yeah.
by heart?
No, I don't, unfortunately. Even
You
though they
know,
were my favorite band, especially when I was growing up. When I lived in England briefly, I collected everything I could find on the Beatles that my father would allow me to have at 5 years old. So, yeah, the Beatles, big influence on me.
Nice. No, I was thinking about it, but I didn't know if it was going to get stripped from YouTube. Some of
You
these
just
songs,
play a little bit.
you can't even hear them once you post them.
Wow,
they'll
they
like-
train it that bad, huh?
Yeah, it'll say this song's only available in these countries. And I know the Beatles is like that, and Elvis Presley, some of those older ones, they get blocked automatically.
Dang.
So I didn't want to
So
like risk it
Yeah.
you won't know until you try it or until you watch it?
Yeah.
until it's uploaded.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I
Yeah.
just
Michael
learned-
Jackson's estate owns all of the Beatles songs. So.
Right.
Mhm.
So it
Okay.
depends on the mood
Yeah.
they're in. If it was owned by Sony still, then yeah, it's instant. You even mention it, this conversation would be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zip.
Yeah. Great show, guys. It was 30 seconds long, but it was
Right,
awesome.
right.
Yeah.
Got blocked
Oh,
just because we mentioned something. We got blocked.
Dang, Ferrick.
Yeah. So what's new with everybody? Michelle, what's new with you? I know you got a lot going on. You got an art show today.
I do. So tonight there's like a little town that's like 20 minutes to the southwest of me. It's called Clearwater, and they have an art festival there. And so a lot of people set up their booths and, do live performances and that type of thing. So that's what I'll be doing. I've got this week I sketched out actually 3 pieces. Plus I did Sith Cast on Wednesday. Then I'm doing this today and then sketched out 3. So I've just been boom, 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 busy. Then trying to also keep up on social media and get my stuff out there. But I did get a bounty pickup, which did we talk about my photos that I got signed from John Morton? Yeah.
Like last
that was-
weekend.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was probably the only new thing that I've gotten so far. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
just
those are cool.
yeah. That
Are
was-
you gonna get them framed or
yes.
hang them?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them framed.
Nice. I need to get you some plaques then so you can put them on there.
I should. I totally should. And
They can look
then,
professional. Yeah.
and then I need to print off those pictures that I were at my first con and get
Yeah.
those grouped and framed too.
You might
There
be
you
able to
go.
add Billy D to that one.
Oh,
He does a
really?
lot of signings too. Yeah. I mean, he's getting up there in age, so I don't know how many other cons he's going to do, but I'd be surprised if he didn't even show up at Celebration still yet. So,
Huh.
Yeah, they haven't announced them yet.
yeah. But he shows up a lot. He does a lot of cons.
And
He
then
does a lot of signings. Yeah.
then the Cad Bane that I'm gonna do, I think
Ooh.
I have it at the printers this week to get scanned to get prints made, but I'm going to give a print to Jason and have him take it and get signed. I think
The
that will be
Ocala
good.
thing.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
yeah. So, well, we need to exchange, information so I know where to ship it to, Jason. So,
Yeah, definitely. I can give you that after the show.
When's the Ocala?
Yeah, I was about to ask that too. Probably meet you down there.
Yeah, I'd have to look. I'm using my phone to record today, so I can't look. But it's I want to say it's the end of May, I think. And
Oh,
yeah,
dang.
the actor who played Cad Bane on Mandalorian season 3 will be there. And then they announced a few other actors. It's only like 2 or 3 from Star Wars right now, I think. But
You still may be able to, Michelle. I'll have to send you the link. You may be able to flip it because they're doing Corey Burton signing as well. So, which is the voice of Cad Bane. So if you
It's
got
in
the
September. Yeah.
so if you get
really?
the body, you
Yeah.
get that from Jason. Then flip it and get the voice. And
Ooh.
Corey doesn't do a lot of signings. Like this will be his first signing that he's
Really?
actually officially done. Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's
that
that?
voice is awesome.
What's
yeah.
that?
That
Where's
voice
that?
is awesome. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
It's
No,
at
no,
the it's at the Star Wars Autograph Group, SWAU. If you can
Oh.
find them on the website. So search SWAU
Yeah,
autograph.
they have a Facebook group too.
So
Yeah, he's so good in Clone Wars. So good.
yeah, me and George sent plaques. We sent these plaques out. So
Oh.
Nice.
those are
And
cool.
we blow it up.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's sick.
My plaques are boring. The ones that I get signed.
yeah, so we're gonna get those signed.
Yeah, Jeff's
Anyway.
got the fancy plaques. Michelle's got the fancy pants.
It's space.
But that's
Pants.
cool, Michelle. Definitely get it signed. So.
Pants.
Yeah. I thought about honestly sending Jason the original and then sending him a pastel pencil and seeing if he would sign it with the pastel pencil. But then the original got sold. So then I was like, I don't want the guy that bought it to have the
Yeah, forget it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell no.
no.
Forget them.
Get
That's
your
They
own.
like-
can for another like $300. You could get that.
There you
signed.
go.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
yeah,
Cool. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll talk a little bit longer here in a second.
sure.
Jeff, man, I saw your Star Wars vintage collection up. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I spent 2 hours this morning getting them all set up in there.
Well,
I didn't realize you had them all.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
they're all
think-
all of them with the creatures.
I think I got half of those.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm so tempted to build one of those.
Yeah, this one. So Jason Eaton was just asking me actually on the Facebook group where I got it. This one's all custom. This was like the cabinet builder that I found locally, and
Okay.
the cool part is this one's a little different than the one that they offer online that the guy does because
Mhm.
this one has glass shelves, so you don't get any warping. And then each one of the backings is an individual card. And there's a guy on Etsy that sells these card backs. So they're really thick card backs and they use a stand. So you can basically mix and match or where, if you want them in a different order. Like the Jawa up top, he has like 3 droids around him because I thought that was kind of cool. So,
Mhm.
but it allows you to kind of play around with wherever you want to put it. So, yeah.
The
what I
cabinet, the cabinet looks great.
Yeah.
Fantastic,
it's really
man.
I like it. Yeah.
Is that where your mirror is, where you can look like a figure?
Yeah. Well, when I emptied it the other day and it was in the other office, it like I wanted to take a picture of it because there was no figures in there. And then when I took a picture of it, it was like you could see myself in the reflection of like just the glass because it was black in the
Oh.
back. And it was kind of cool because I was like, oh, look, it's me as a figure.
I literally, Jeff, I literally thought that was an actual mirror that you could do that.
That would be cool.
But that would be cool too. Yeah.
yeah, that would be cool.
Well,
Michelle's
you
onto something.
It's actually a good idea.
That is a good idea. And then I got a saber this week.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which
Jason
one?
saw it already.
What'd you get? Show it. Let's see it. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Fancy.
So
And it also chops wood.
yeah, or you can do Pac-Man things.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so this is Malgus. So it'll
From Corband.
yeah, I need to start another tower over there now. I'm out of room in the other towers. So
I need the Vader Return of the Jedi. I need the Luke stenciled Return of the Jedi. Those are the 2 that I'm like looking for now.
and that's the Mundi.
Nice.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Jason didn't see that one yet.
that is so
That's
cool.
cool.
Sick.
Yeah, all metal. So yeah, so that's my plan right now, Evan, is like do another tower and then try to get some of the other ones that I like. I like probably in a couple weeks I'll get the Bane because I like the design of it. So, but there's a million different Banes out there, so a lot of people sell them.
Yeah.
Have
So-
you had any of them installed or plan to?
Yeah, so I have the one that I have the Princess Leia one
Mhm.
that's actually has an install in it with actual like custom, like it has all of her voices in it. It doesn't have anybody else's, it's just her stuff.
Nice.
So, and I love that one. So I may get an install. Like I'd love to do a Yoda one. So, because I think that would be cool. Just with, I don't like it when they load like everybody's voice in it. Like if you're gonna load a saber,
hate
load
it.
it with that voice.
Uh-huh.
It's
Right. I
annoying.
agree.
'Cause you got to go find it. I'm like, oh my God, why is all this stuff in here?
Yeah. So I would say like if you're gonna get an install, get it with the right. Try to get the guy to customize it and do it with just that person's lines.
Yeah, there's a few out there that do really good sound fonts. Unless, I mean, the only time that it does kind of make sense is that if you only get one Saber installed, you're not planning on doing other ones.
True.
Then I get it. You may want to put different ones because if it is NeoPixel, it can change colors, it can do all kinds of different things. So I get that. But if you're having like Jeff Rohde's got a lot of Sabers installed that are awesome. Those are done by Solo Sabers, Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
And since he's got that, I would think, yeah, go through and get rid of the fonts that are not, that you don't want for that Saber, and just make them, this is Luke's, this is Vader's, this is whatever, you know.
Yeah. So
That's what I'm thinking.
if I do installs, that's what I'm ending up doing. A lot of mine are Galaxy's Edge though too, because they're a little cheaper. They display
look
really
good.
well,
Yeah.
and then I can basically have one blade for all of them.
Right.
Yep.
That's true.
You know, but
That's true.
I don't know. I do like the ones with the voices. The Princess Leia one is amazing. So it's not charged right now, but yeah, that's the other problem.
You gotta figure out
It's
how
like
to
you ever walk around the house with it? You just turn it on. Because the thing that's cool with the
I do.
NeoPixel stuff, you don't have to have the blade in. Yeah, you don't have to have the blade
use
in.
it like a flashlight. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. Right.
They're so loud too. Like the one, man, the Leia one. When I fire that thing up, like when it was in the other office, it was like the whole family's like, "Oh, wow, he's playing around with the lightsabers." Yeah.
Come in there. There's Jeff.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's been what I've been up to. Still trying to put together some of the room. I got my 2 busts out the other day. So
Yes, these are gorgeous.
Oh wow.
Oh, the Vader and Boba Fett, nice.
And Home
Wow.
Depot panels.
yeah,
Janine, my wife's like,
looking
I'm going to
good.
get them. I'm just going to get them because she works for Home Depot. She's like, I think we just need them. I'm like,
Just do it.
okay.
they're really cool. It's really, I mean, that's straight out of the box. I
Yeah.
haven't done anything with them yet.
That's awesome.
I do have. So I got these. Anybody that's doing the Home Depot thing, I got these like standoffs from
Yeah.
Amazon. They're like 2-inch standoffs.
Oh,
So I'm gonna drill 4 right into there so that I can hold off against the wall. And then Jason gave me an idea with the shower curtain the other day. So
Good.
probably do a shower curtain
Wow.
behind them. Staple
what
it on.
were you doing with the shower curtain?
Yeah.
Diffuser. It's a diffuser.
I was just using the Princess Leia saber and walking around the house.
Just the way you delivered it.
it.
He gave me a good idea with the shower curtain.
Nice.
Who wants to party? I
It's
got
like
the shower curtain. Yeah.
oots.
Exactly.
Toga
But yeah,
party.
that's kind of what I've been up to this week. So
Awesome. Oh man, you've been
So
doing a lot.
How close are you to having everything unpacked?
I have probably another week or so.
Really?
Oh,
Wow.
cool.
Yeah, and then I'll be good. And then I'm already starting to make a little pile of like stuff that I want to get rid of and sell. So
Nice.
Box us first.
yeah.
So this is a question that was posed on Sithcast the other day. So what do you do with all your boxes?
Break them down or decide the ones that, like we were talking about the other day, is like the bus. I'm probably gonna get rid of them. I'm probably gonna just trash them because I'm never gonna ship them. Right?
Yeah.
They're not going across the country. I'm not gonna ship them out anywhere. And like I've wanted those for such a long time that I don't see them ever leaving my collection.
Yeah,
And
and
they're
the Vader
heavy.
one comes with 2 boxes.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're
Yep.
big, they're heavy. So like, it was funny because I was laughing because PJ was saying he paid like what, $90 a month.
Yeah.
You guys don't even know how much I pay a month for my storage unit. Just try to guess.
Yeah, but Evan's also not telling you he's storing his Ferrari, his yacht, and his other stuff.
No,
in-
just boxes alone is almost $300 a month.
Oh,
Damn.
God, dude.
It's huge. Yeah, it's
I pay
huge.
$120, and I'm like pissed about that.
It's because all these statues, these like busts, they come with all these big ass boxes,
Right.
Yeah.
and then of course the statues too. They could come with like small, big boxes. The Hot
problem
Toy
is,
ones are easy to manage.
well, yeah, in the Hot Toy ones, right? I mean, they're pretty durable. You can ship those and they can go anywhere. But some of the sideshow and the statue stuff, because of the way you have to have that styrofoam.
Yeah, you have to.
Otherwise, it's going to get damaged. It's going to get broken.
So the thing that I was talking to PJ about was they need to invent for you guys that are collecting like that, like breakdownable boxes or some kind of box that collapses in a way where you can just store it flat, and then when you need it, just
That's
and it's ready to go.
That's
That would
like
be genius.
Blow it up.
have you ever seen? I mean, have you guys ever had like Maui Jim sunglasses? Right, the triangular case that they come in.
No.
Right, so there's a triangular case that they come in, and I was on vacation with my sister, and she's like, "Yeah, because I'm like, here, hold this, put it in your purse," and she's like, "Yeah, fine," and then she goes, "But it folds up," and I'm like, "What?" and it was like an origami box. She just like folds it up, and it folds flat, and I'm like, "Oh, what the hell? I didn't know that." But like
Exactly.
that would be cool.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So
You'd have to
somebody
pay
out there is doing
$100
that.
for the box, but yeah, it would be cool.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if the foam inside of it was something inflatable and deflatable,
Yeah.
it'll be something cool.
Yeah.
It would probably
Yeah.
actually protect whatever it's shipping even better. If it
Right.
was inflatable, as long as it didn't get punctured.
Okay,
It's
so then-
biodegradable.
So right now, then
Coining it here.
I'm throwing this out there. Send me the royalties for that.
Right. And she also came up with the Star Wars banner around a mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
A mirror.
Michelle's just on a roll tonight.
Yeah.
What's next?
Going
Yeah.
on Shark Tank or whatever.
Yeah, Shark Tank.
Hey,
Yeah.
there you go.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
Yeah.
What's new with you, Scott?
Huh. A lot. I actually have a lot coming. Partly thanks to Jeff's, because he was like, "I don't want these anymore." I'm like, "Okay, I'll have those."
Oh, you
So
should
that
have
was
two stuff for me tomorrow.
yeah. And then I got something coming from you, which again, I can't thank you guys enough. I really can't with all that. And then I've got this AT-AT fetish lately. So I've got that coming. I still need to find the little AT-AT driver legacy series. A couple of those. I want at least 2 in one.
I think I might have an extra.
That would be cool. Yeah, because I'm looking for 2 of them to stick in at least one. But it looks like I'm going to wind up with keeping 2. I don't know what I'm going to do with the other ones. But part of it is parts and everything, because this thing's 12 years old at this point. This is the 2010 Legacy. But I think they did a really good job with the size and how it looks, that it's close enough. And talking with Jason over here and going through stuff as far as weathering it a little bit, giving it a little bit of a wash, doing some stuff to it, it will look closer to a model, because I think the form is pretty much there. It's really close. So that I'm excited about. I've got a helmet showing up today. I have something else showing up on Saturday, which I'll talk to you guys about, which it was an absolute amazing experience on Macquarie. My wife found this thing, and we'll talk about it later or whatever, and she's like, ooh, she sent it to me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have wanted that since the second I saw it, which was like 2 years ago. And he was offering it up for a certain amount. It also came with another piece that was fan made, which is good size, which is really cool. And she just started talking to him. And he's like, oh, your husband's into Star Wars? Absolutely. We both are. And he loves it. And he's on, Spice Runners Lounge and Collection Wars, follows all this stuff. And it was just a great conversation, asking questions and all this other stuff. And then we just kind of left it alone. And then Jeff hit me up and he's like, buy these. And I said, okay. And then we went from there and didn't hear anything, didn't think anything more of it. And then all of a sudden he hits us up yesterday and says, hey, I've gotten a couple offers. So what he was selling was up there. And then he got an offer that was a little bit below that. And he says, but I'm willing to do this, which was even lower. He goes, for you guys, because I know your husband's a huge collector or, really likes this stuff. So he cut the lowest bid offer that he got, he cut it down even further.
Wow.
And then we were like, well, so because my wife's awesome and got a good bonus and things, she's like, I can swing it. So we did it, and it's going to show up here tomorrow.
Nice.
Sweet.
Wow.
That's awesome, man.
So it was just an amazing experience as far as how cool this guy was, and just keep it and just offered it. Say, hey, I'd rather see it go to somebody who really wants it. And it's like,
That's
how cool is that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So Jeff has it, and so does Eben. So you'll have to figure out what it is.
So, is it a helmet?
Wait, do I
Nope.
have it too?
No, you don't.
Mm.
But you are
I thought it
special,
was a guy's
Jason.
thing for a minute, so never mind.
So let's see. It's not a helmet. Is it a lightsaber?
No.
No, dang it.
Mm.
A statue. Oh, I know what it is. It's a
No.
Rancor.
No, but you know what?
Oh,
Joel,
that's a good guess.
Joel traded a deal with somebody, and a Rancor was part of it. And he was telling me about it. And he finally got the package, and he's like, "Dude, what do you think?" And I look at it, and I'm like, "What would you want for it? Because it's the toy." And he shot out a price. I didn't even hesitate. I'm like, "Dude, that sounds more than fair. Here." So Janine's going to be excited. She's getting at least that Rancor. Once she gets that, then she can decide if she wants the Sideshow one or not. But she's also been collecting Legos. I mean, she just got the little Millennium Falcon in. She's got the AT-AT now. She's got the X-Wing. She just got the Vader helmet. She's going nuts and loving every second of it. Yeah.
That's
That's
so
all
cool.
that matters. Yep.
And
Well,
I
it's
do
cool
have
'cause
to
you build
say
it,
that
so,
Scott
yeah.
and his wife sent me the fancy pants in the mail, so I did get that as a bounty pickup last night. So that was
Yeah.
really
Cool.
cool. So you
Are you wearing
guys
them?
are awesome.
Oh, we're more than happy to do it. You know, it's like I have been fortunate enough that, you know, people like Evan or even the stuff that Jeff has done and then Gabe and other people, it's like I saw something, I just had it in me. I'm like, you know what? I've got it. I can do it. I want to do something cool for other people. And it was just that kind of pay it forward little bits of, you know, hey, I know she wanted these and I saw these. What do you guys think, Jason and Jeff? And it's just like, don't worry about it. Just let me do it because it makes me feel good,
Good.
you know, to be able to share that and pass it on. So it's just really cool.
Yeah,
Heck
it was
yeah,
so
man.
sweet. So thank you, Janine, out there, because I know you're going to be watching tonight. So
Yep.
appreciate it. Meant a lot to me, and they fit perfect. And I wore them last night to bed, so it was good.
They're comfy,
Oh,
man.
nice.
They are comfy.
They
And
are.
not to take away from Jason's thing, but I appreciate what he sent me too. So I'm sure Jason will go over it when he goes through his stuff.
Oh, you guys are more than welcome. Like I said, it was my pleasure. I was really happy to just give. I was just in that mode, you know, and it feels good to do that, especially with the amount that I'm getting. Eben, Gabe, the guy in Macari, even, you know, all that stuff. It just feels like things are just, I don't know. It's just awesome. Really, really good high right now. Really good high vibe.
Awesome, man.
You know.
Yes.
You guys are. I love you guys.
Exactly. right?
What?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Nice.
Yeah, we need to do like a Christmas episode this year and have our space pants on. We'll have to go get
Yes.
some too now.
Space pants, yes. Well, Jeff I'll only do it if Jeff gets a little wig for it because
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Sure.
sure.
I probably
Yeah,
have
just
one
like
in the garage.
There you
During
go.
Christmas, I mean, we can get wild during Christmas, yeah. No problem.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks, Scott. Jason, what's new with you, man?
Still working on that project for Jeff. I was telling him the other day I was working on it. It was beautiful on the coast here, so it was breezy, and like I could be outside, and it was nice. And then I ran out of materials, so I had to go the next day, and it was like 90 freaking degrees outside, and I was like in the sun because I was trying to
Ouch.
fiberglass. So I'm like off my patio in the backyard, away so like the dog and the smell's not going inside. I'm just like baking in a tank top in the sun, just so. But it's fun, so that's been going on. I got a thing a week ago. I had sold a Ahsoka print to Gabe, that's signed by Ashley Eckstein. I got it. It's like a D23 exclusive from 2020. That didn't happen because of COVID and stuff. So I sold it to him, and then he randomly brought up a couple weeks ago, like, hey, are you interested in getting it back? It's like in a folder and stuff. I was like, yeah, I will always take anything Ahsoka. So I worked with him to get that back in my collection. So that was super cool. You know, piggybacking off what Scott said, just the community, everyone being like cool, helping each other out. Just, hey, I know someone likes this. So on top of that, I got this big bright green light.
Oh, let me blow you up.
Let me see if I can unplug it, actually, and I can bring it over here. Scott found it at Target. This
Yeah, it's cool.
Luke
Yeah, that's
lightsaber
cool,
hilt lamp, which is awesome. This is my favorite hilt of like any movie, and it's actually, you know, for being plastic, like if you look, it's
It's the right size, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that's
So
good.
even if I weather it up a bit,
Yeah, it's a two-hander. That's what she said.
it's a two-hander. Yeah. But like even
That's a
that,
little
like
bit of
even if I
girth.
didn't want to display it as a lamp, like that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So thank you, Scott, for that. That was
Absolutely.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Because I didn't even know that this one was out there, so that was cool. And then I also got I do a lot of quarter scale statues, and they did some ultimate scale figures. Like I have a Darth Maul that's that, and they're pretty expensive aftermarket now. And I've wanted a Hoth Han, and I got one. He literally came in as I was setting up for the show.
What?
UPS dropped him off. Look how big this dude is.
And which one is this, Jason?
This is the Diamond Select Ultimate Scale.
Okay, yeah.
So this guy,
Cool.
I've looked for him because I have the regular Han Solo with his vest. I've looked for him for a while, and he's like $150 on eBay, right? And I found him on Marketplace for $30.
What?
Wow.
And I
Yeah.
hit the lady up in Texas. I was like, I need this now. So it
Is
literally
that what you
just
said?
got here.
I need this now.
So
Yeah.
I literally just said, I need this now, and she sent it then. So
That's cool.
so he literally just came in about an hour ago, so he's a little beat up. Like the fake leather's a little beat up, but I mean,
Still
how's the
cool.
blaster? Blaster's in there?
oh dude, yeah, I got that blaster. Let me see if I can.
That's cool.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
very
So-
cool.
That's
And
killer.
yeah, for
Dude.
even $50, anything, this would have been awesome. So definitely
Well,
pumped on that
even
guy.
the face sculpt is pretty decent.
Yeah. I
You know, it
Yeah,
looks
so
like
that-
him. Yeah. Looks
Yeah.
enough
No.
like him.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna spray with the hood up, maybe add
Yeah,
some
yeah.
snow, but so that'll be cool. But yeah, pretty pumped that he showed up in time for the show, so that's definitely cool.
It's really cool.
So
Oh yeah. It's a good size.
Even he showed up early on a Friday.
That's
Nice.
funny. Yeah, so I haven't got much. I think last week I forgot to show you guys the Biker Scout, the pistol, the backup pistol.
Mhm.
yeah,
I did get the stand for it from Benjamin Bowen, so he's going to be on our show next week.
Yeah, I didn't know he did any of that stuff. I
Me
mean,
neither.
I didn't know that
Robin
either.
had posted something today that he had made a patch or something for one of her jackets or whatever, which was awesome. It's like, oh, more talented people. Here we
Oh,
go,
yeah. Yeah, well, I talked to him on the phone for about an hour yesterday,
Mhm.
and it's funny because when I bought it on Etsy, I didn't know that was his shop. So I bought it and I got a response right away in the Etsy app. He's like, "Is this Evan the Collector?" And I was like, "Yeah."
You're
he's
like,
like, "Oh."
in the flesh.
He's like,
Yeah.
"This is Benjamin. My wife is Robin." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh my God, how awesome is that?"
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then we started talking about like all the things he's working on and things that he's trying to do for the future. So he has a lot of cool things in the works, and we'll hear about it next week. And he's going to send us some freebies too for the show, so we can like hand out and give
Oh,
away.
that's cool.
Evan, so
Yeah.
he did the blaster and the display, or the display?
No, he did the display. So I got the blaster from Supply Drop,
Okay.
and then he does a lot of displays for pistols, blasters, lightsabers. I forgot what else he's working on, but he's doing leathering. So he does like the screen accurate belts for the Imperial officers.
Mm.
And it's funny, we were talking about that yesterday, and I'm over here like, I guess I'm gonna order a belt buckle real quick so I can get one of these other belts. So I ordered a belt buckle from Pilo Props,
Hmm.
and then they have a lot of the cool props for the Imperial officers there. So yeah, that was neat.
you have to show us his Etsy page or whatever. I'd be curious because
Yeah,
it's like
definitely.
I got some lightsaber stands that were cheap off of Saber Bay just to put them somewhere, but it's not ideal for what I really want. But yeah, I'd be curious to see what he's got in his store. That would be very cool.
Heck yeah, I'll send
Help
it to
a
you.
brother out, right?
Yep. Yeah. So, go ahead.
No, I was going to say the other thing, Evan, that you had gotten that I was more interested in that I don't think you showed at all was the thermal detonator from Roman's Props.
Oh
You
yeah.
showed it real briefly, and it's like, oh, I want to see it, because it's on my wish list.
Let me grab it real quick.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
And if I was just thinking that if he does that with leather, maybe he could help you, Jason, with that little bit of leather that's wrapped around your new Han.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because this thing, everything else that's great, but yeah, this leather, I just touched it and it flaked off. So
Yeah.
yeah, and leatherworking is such like a skill. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just do it. Someone has to know what they're doing. So
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right. All right, so I don't have my other camera up, but this is
That's cool.
the weather
Nice.
thermal detonator. It has a lot of weight to it, so you would think it's a real thing. And then there's a sound card in here, and then with the light,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and I have it far from the mic right now because I don't want to blow your eardrums. But I can bring it closer real quick.
Ah.
Oh yeah. That's...
nice.
Thanks,
And it just
Scott.
keeps doing that until you turn it off. Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty
but that's
cool.
pretty cool though. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool, and he turned it real quick. I think from the time because I bought it, after one of our post shows, and I think it was like less than 2 weeks. I had it. It was real
Yeah,
fast.
I remember talking about it in the post because we've all had it in our.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
And,
like,
and Evan's like, bought. See ya.
Do it. Yeah.
No discussion. Let's just do it because you had it sitting in your cart for forever, and you're like, oh, we were
Yeah,
talking
me
about
too.
it. That was enough. But it's like that stenciled V2 Luke. I'm wanting really bad from it, but it's always sold out. So Roman, if you're watching, put it back in stock or contact me.
There you go.
I have the. I think we talked about it too. I have that one that Disney came out with. It's like a plastic one, but it's like a hot potato. So it has like
Oh.
voices. It has like Jabba laughing in the background. You just like, throw it back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But you like throw it back and forth, and then it finally just blows up randomly.
Oh, that's cool. So
It's
you
kind of
just-
neat.
Yeah.
So.
Take out family members, friends.
Yeah,
There
but
you
it's
go.
got all the different Star Wars voices in it. So.
Right. You're like
Cool.
Bob was a good guy. All right, back to the game.
Yeah.
So I ordered a stand for that one too, but not from Benjamin, but from another person that made it with a plaque. So it's gonna have
Mhm.
a plaque built into the acrylic.
Oh, that's cool.
So looking forward to that.
Nice.
And I
nice,
think
nice.
that's pretty much it. It's been a slow week. I did send my Gamoran guard head to Joel so he can fix it for me because I dropped it on accident.
Oh,
Oh no.
So he's gonna repaint it and touch it up. It's gonna probably look better than what Sideshow did. So
did
So-
you
Actually looking
did
forward
you
to
get
that.
framed work back yet?
no, hopefully I was hoping to have it before the show, so they haven't called back.
Oh,
Yeah, because I don't know if I told you, but they screwed up the matting on the Boba Fett. So
Well,
my
what happened?
framer, well, it was another framer who took the order, and my framer like saw that. She called me. She's like, "Did you turn in two things to get framed?" And I was like, "I did." She's like, "Oh no." She's like, "My assistant screwed them up." She's like, "I had a feeling this was you because you're the only one that has this kind of art." And she like made I guess the mats too fat, and then she cut out the middles for the plaque on the mat. She did some extra things that I don't like to do.
oh, gotcha.
Took some liberties.
Oh,
Yeah, she
boy.
took a lot of liberties, and my framer, she knows me now, and she's like, "What the hell?" And she called me to apologize, and she's like, "I'm so sorry about this." She's like, "I know how you like your stuff framed," and
Hmm.
she's like, "Give us a couple more days to get it out to you." And I was like, "All right, thanks."
Well, at least they could fix it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice of them. Total dank ferric.
Right.
Very, yeah.
So maybe another couple days. Hopefully next Friday I'll have it. So yeah, So yeah, thanks everybody for the updates. So this week, or was it last weekend? There was some major Star Wars news.
Oh, right.
Just-
Nice.
Just
Good.
kidding. Like I haven't had any memes in a while, and I was like, oh shit, there's all these like memes with Will Smith and Chris Rock.
God. To
So
the point, I just don't care anymore.
Right.
Right.
You know.
But this is hilarious. I found two Star Wars one. This is Mando and Boba. This is my show now, bitch.
That's funny.
This
That's a
one?
good one.
He's all yours, bounty hunter.
And then this one, he's like, I got to read it real quick. He says, and I'm like, that's no moon. It's Padme's new hairstyle. I can't read what it says on the bottom.
Yeah, keep Padme's name out of your effing mouth.
Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
that's funny.
Stupid StreamYard is like blocking it for me because it says slide number on there. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Right. I don't
That's
know.
good.
Are we going to talk about what we feel about it, or are we just going to just? Let it go.
I think it's
Let it go. Let it go.
I think it's dumb, but
Mm-hmm. It's like the first thing I thought of is, think back to the Grammys or whatever when Madonna would do something to get talked about the next day or anybody else. It just, that's how it feels, regardless if it was real or not. That's how it feels. That's it. I'm done. I'm done talking about it.
Kanye got kicked out and he didn't even touch anybody.
Right.
I know, right? It's just crazy.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it, Michelle? I know did you want to talk about it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I honestly, I thought it was probably staged, but
Oh yeah,
that's
how I felt.
feel. Because if you guys know Chris, I mean, if somebody approaches you, how do you not just like puff up or duck or
Right.
I mean, there was nothing.
Yeah.
True.
So, and then you could kind of tell he kind of bit his lip and kind of flinched up just so he could absorb it. It seemed like, but I don't know. That's just me speculating.
And then he was able to keep on going. I would have been like, oh, my face.
And he didn't press charges,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Will just came walking up, said, "What did the 5 fingers say to his face?" Slap.
And I did see like a meme that said Chris had Fresh Prince on his face.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
He got the Chris Rock slapped out of him.
But in better news, the Obi-Wan series.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so that's what I kind of want to talk to you guys too, because now that they pushed it back 2 days and it comes out on Friday, we can actually either do a post, show review on it, or I was just wondering how you guys felt about it because it's coming out on our Fridays.
Yeah.
It's actually, for me, it would be Thursday night at midnight. It will air. And then I will be stuck sitting here till 3 o'clock in the morning going, wow, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's 3 a.m. here, so
I'll be from an undisclosed location doing it. No, this one will be unclassified. It'll be at Anaheim at the Marriott for a celebration.
Yeah, I'm going to come up and hang out with you. I don't remember what day is Lee's birthday.
I think Saturday,
I don't know which day that is, but yeah.
the 28th. Yeah.
I'm definitely going to come up and say hey to everybody for sure, because we're not that far.
So yeah, I'll be filming from out there. I'll be doing the show. It's gonna be fun.
Isn't today Ewan McGregor's birthday?
Was it today or yesterday?
there yesterday, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Go
Yeah,
Michelle.
because they let him announce the schedule change, and that's going to be 2 episodes.
Yeah. I like that better anyways. I'm fine with 2 days extra. Give me 2.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm happy it's
Hell
on
yeah.
Fridays. I was like, yes, I don't have to wake up early on Wednesdays.
Exactly.
Well, it's like I would watch whatever shows up on Tuesday. Like they just started Moon Knight. Have you guys seen those yet? Or
I
that
just saw
one?
it today.
I watched the one this morning.
I know nothing about the comic. I know nothing about the character, which, to be honest, I prefer, because then I have nothing to base anything off of or judge. So I can just enjoy whatever it is. I definitely found it interesting. I'm definitely intrigued. I want to know more about it. So I enjoyed that first episode. I thought it was cool.
I thought it was okay. So I used to read those comics. So
That's
I'm like,
probably why, see?
So I'm just like, this is different. So they changed it up.
So here's a tip for you all out there. Don't be like Eben. Don't read. Just don't,
Don't
read.
read. Don't read.
You'll
Listen,
be much
don't-
happier in life. Yes.
Yeah, but we'll see where it goes. But like if you guys want to know what it's about, it's something to do with schizophrenia.
Yeah.
But the schizophrenia is like an alter ego that's actually a superhero. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's kind of like the Venom thing, right? In a
Yeah.
way, right?
Yeah.
You're hearing
Kind of,
voices.
yeah. You got someone in your head talking to you. Yeah,
I like
That's not
Oscar
normal?
Isaac, so
he's good, man.
So
Yeah,
that's
he's
not
a
normal? People talking
Really
in
good
your head?
actor. What?
Yeah.
That's
What?
where I go.
I thought that was normal.
Advice.
Yeah.
And then,
So, yeah.
Michelle, you just saw something the other night, didn't you?
Oh, you did.
What did I see?
Morbius.
Getting bad reviews.
Oh, yes.
oh my
Sorry. Yes, last night I did see Morbius, and I liked it. I mean, I'd heard some bad things a little bit, don't believe everything that you see on Rotten Tomatoes. But I liked it. For
Okay.
me, I had never read anything about
See?
that.
Michelle, no read.
Yeah.
No, I
Reading leads to disappointments in life.
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm.
exactly.
It does.
I'm very illiterate.
I like pictures.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah, it's
I saw a meme today. It said it was someone's window was broken out on their car. And it said, "Be careful out there. I had 2 Morbius tickets in my car, and someone smashed my window and put 2 more in there."
oh,
Wow.
Burn.
that's funny.
But
Yeah, it's getting trashed.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know anything. One of my coworkers, it's like his favorite comic character, one of his favorites, and he's, I'm so excited. And I know nothing about him. I just like, I like Jared Leto, so maybe this will. But no, I don't. I'll probably wait till it comes out on something.
so Michelle, is
I'll go see
Venom
Batman.
2? Is Venom 2 better than Morbius, or Morbius better than Venom 2?
Morbius is better than Venom 2.
Oh, really?
Really? I didn't
Okay.
see Venom 2 yet, but I heard it's
I
It
just
was
like
let,
Venom
it was
too.
let there be garbage, I think. But
Yes.
Mm.
Let there be garbage. I finally watched Venom 2, and I was like, oh my god, this is awful.
It was bad.
Yeah,
Oh.
man.
yeah,
Damn.
I didn't like it.
The best part was the ending.
Venom
Credits.
honestly seemed like it was so rushed. Like
Didn't make
there was no
sense.
Depth
Yeah.
to it. It felt rushed to me.
Venom,
you need
yeah.
to make it slow. You need to give us a little foreplay, whatever.
That's what she said. Yeah.
Just don't ram it in there. And
Just go right to it. Yeah.
I know. It was just too fast. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Exactly.
Evan
You're
felt
like, hey
abused.
man, can't we just cuddle? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just-
Buy me dinner first.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Venom 2, I was just like, what the hell is this? I'm like, man, this sucks. Yeah.
It was a little rough. I will say just stick around for the credits, a little bit for the end of Morbius because it kind of sets you up. And I wasn't even expecting that because it's half Sony, half Marvel. But yeah, there's some stuff that sets you up for the next
Cool.
go around.
Fantastic Four?
I don't think so.
Oh, dang it.
Uh,
I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for one of the movies that have Fantastic Four in it.
So this will be good. You'll be in it, and I wish I could tell
I'll be
you at
back.
the end, but I won't spoil it because I know you guys want to go straight out and go see it.
You can tell us after the show if you want. You can tell
Okay.
me after the show.
Okay.
So since we're talking about stuff, I'm only going to talk about one thing that dropped this week. So it doesn't sound repetitive.
Oh
But-
my god.
Hot Toys dropped some pics on the new mall.
Uh-huh.
So
This
bad.
thing is so badass.
You like it?
I know I had said you don't like it, Jeff?
No.
It's a
Okay, 'cause
cartoon.
I had said a few weeks ago that I'm just gonna skip. I was gonna get this and the Ahsoka, and I was gonna skip them and go with the diorama in the fall.
Mhm.
And I've been loving the photos I've seen. I actually watched Justin's Collectibles do his review on this and the Ahsoka, and now I want them both again. So
Yeah.
I like
Yeah, I'm
the
thinking
saber.
about the
Yeah.
Ahsoka. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is cool, though.
I like the saber and the other stuff on it, but I don't know. We
don't like
me
the
and Michelle
portrait?
talked about this on another show, but the neck. Look at the neck on that thing.
The neck is long, huh?
That's what she said.
Ah, that neck is long. I wonder why they chose that long neck.
Soft pitch, Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like. I can't unsee that now. That the
This is the
neck
first time I'm looking at these pics, so
I didn't notice that, Jeff. So thank you for
Mhm.
ruining it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, right. You just remember, Jason, that it's long and black.
Just
Oh.
get the
let's
yeah,
put the neck down now.
just get the Dremel out and cut it down a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah, look.
Well,
yeah.
what if you display
Body's
them
a
with the
little
hood up?
skinny.
Then
Yeah.
you won't notice the neck.
The hood,
Yeah.
Better.
yeah, fully dressed with the hood on, no problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't make
doesn't
him
look
shirtless.
cool.
That's like a comic booky mall. He's not really running around without a shirt most of the show. You know what I mean? Like him with the hood up looks very, episode 7 to me, or season 7. Sorry.
And if you can adjust the eyes, like if the eyes move, like the Ahsoka, like you
Yeah.
can move the eyes around. That's that'd be kind of cool. But
And
Yeah, I think you can. I think this one moves. The eyes move too. On this
when
one.
you take when he is shirtless, he looks so much thinner, like he needs to eat a hamburger.
yeah,
Dude, that looks
Well-
badass.
It's like on Sideshow when they did the Unsealed and Revealed. Guy never put the belt back on when he had it all done. So you just see this elastic waistband, and it's like, oh, that looked bad. But to put if you're gonna leave him shirtless, put the belt back on. You know, that way at least it looks cool.
Yeah.
This looks cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
That does not look cool.
No, that one doesn't.
I don't like is his upper lip.
You don't like what, Michelle?
His upper lip. To me, that just.
Well, it's
he's
because he's
looks like
showing teeth.
Looks like he's dipping.
Yeah,
Dipping.
like,
He's
dipping. Exactly.
Good old Southern Mall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
again, y'all.
it's a tough one.
Southern Mall.
Definitely it looks awful without a robe on. Oh my god.
Some new whiskey.
Right.
This is awful.
Me, Darth Alabama.
Some Tennessee whiskey.
Alabama.
It's some Tennessee
No
whiskey.
offense if anyone watching is from Alabama. I love this state. I've never
I
been
love
there.
Alabama. I love Birmingham and I love Montgomery.
Dark Kansas.
Yeah,
There you go.
That's a cool photo, but the neck is elongated. I did not notice that.
Just
That's
unsee
awful.
it. Jason, just
Yeah.
unsee it.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
yeah, never mind. I don't see it anymore.
Yeah, put the hood on it. You'll be fine.
Is this a female doll they use? He doesn't even have a little Adam's apple.
Look, his chest is textured too.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say, Eben? Darth trans? What are we saying here?
That
pronouns.
looks cool. That looks menacing right there.
Do you think the saber lights up, or are they just messing with it?
They're
I
messing
don't
with it.
know.
No, it lights up. It does have the arm, the removable arm that you have to put back in that does the batteries. But you know how those work. They light up really good at the beginning and at the end, but there's that middle section that's missing.
They're hard to put in sometimes too.
For
Yeah.
like an hour, it's good, and then
Mhm.
This
Well,
this
it's
is
like-
cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I was thinking about, who is it? Fusion reactor. Somebody where that you can, like with the Darth Vader and some Iron Man and stuff like that, you can wire it up. So then you can just plug it in USB and it stays on. I've thought about that, but it's like, it's a third of the cost of the figure.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
Putting a
mean,
$150.
I love the
lightsaber.
box.
Yeah.
yeah, box is cool.
Yeah, the box is awesome. It's almost like the end of the show.
Well, then that
Mhm.
fixes the neck and the chest there.
Yeah,
This is
solves
awful.
everything.
Yeah, he's a-
That's
Yeah.
the look he's
Don't even
giving you,
notice the
Michelle,
neck,
after
Jeff.
that comment. That's the look
Yeah.
he's giving you. Really?
He's like, really? You're talking about my chest and my neck?
Bring
It's like
it
that
on.
He-Man when we were growing up. Remember, it had the neck, the mega neck. Yeah, that looks
Yeah, it
cool.
looks
So
good.
with
Mhm.
hooded, he looks good. Even that looks bad with the neck. I mean, Jesus.
What did I
Maybe if
say?
he gets a
Ostrich.
collar. I guess, yeah, you have to throw the hood on. I didn't notice that, really.
Well,
Swinging.
go
horrible, but-
back, Jason. Go back and look at other reviews, because sometimes lighting plays a lot into things. I mean, yeah, you can see it here, and that may be the case, but you may not notice it as much.
There you go.
Watching Justin's review again or something, or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do. Yeah.
Evan, I think it says swing, right? Because it has the swinging, like that part right there.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
Swinging sabers.
the effects, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I
Does
think.
Ahsoka's light up too?
I don't think
I
they
don't
do.
think so.
No.
No, see, that's why I'm saying. I'm like, I wonder if they just playing with the pictures.
That looks
Yeah, they
awesome.
do that all the time.
That's a cool diorama right there.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I'm
But
really
don't you
thinking
need,
about
like-
that Ahsoka.
I love the Ahsoka, but for like this, why would you put a $300 action figure behind a piece of cardboard to display? Like, you know what I mean? I would buy that box off someone for $40 and put a photo of Darth Maul's face in the window.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
There you
go.
go.
they
Back
could-
the boxes. Just come out with a bunch of boxes.
Well, they
Yeah.
could have done that. They could have done that if they had a different head sculpt or something for it. That other head sculpt could sit in there while the figure's out. That would be cool.
Yeah,
Like,
so
that
right
looks
there,
awesome.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the hood up.
Yeah. This is a for me.
Oh yeah, I'm retired from Hot Toys.
It's a bad one.
So let's see, what else do we have? Oh, let's just
Jason, if you like it, that's all that matters.
Thank you, Scott.
It is.
You're welcome.
Get what you want. Oh, look, Sean
yeah.
Solo's joined the chat.
Oh, nice. What is up? You found us pre-recording. A true fan.
Or you're just
A true fan. I even have this thing unlisted. It's cool. Welcome, Sean. So he'll be the first one that says, I was the first one in the stream.
You won the giveaway.
Awesome. Oh yeah, I was gonna just talk about the Star Wars celebration guest real quick, and then we can jump over to Michelle's updates.
Yay.
So they're slowly announcing more autograph and photo ops. So we got Black Chrysanthemum.
Oh, you can just see it in his eyes. You know that's him.
Yeah. And then we have Daniel Logan, it's Michelle's homie.
Yep.
Giancarlo Esposito. Ian McDermott. Jonas, the guy who plays Chewbacca. And Omid Abati, Dr. Pershing.
Andor, right?
Oh wait, is Doug gonna be there? Is Doug signing?
I think he's going to be panel guest. Yeah.
I need him on something.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got some more hosts.
And then what's his name? Steve, isn't he
Rancho.
What?
That's Rancho Obi-Wan.
Rancho Obi-Wan, that's it.
Yeah. Rancho Obi-Wan. He goes to all of them. He's a good dude. He'll talk your ear off for a while.
I want to go check that out so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Doug was signing through the mail. Like he would send him stuff and he would fan mail stuff. And then people started abusing it and selling, once they got the return, selling it on eBay.
That sucks.
And he stopped doing the send-ins.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it does suck.
That's a bummer.
Stupid.
He's a good dude.
So now we can transition to our buddy Michelle.
Michelle.
Giving us an update on all her
By the way, babe,
she's working on.
Michelle says, thank you again for the fancy pants.
I thought he was talking to Michelle for a second. I was
I was
like,
like calling her babe now.
Right.
I was like, whoa.
Hey, she doesn't mind. She doesn't mind. That's all good.
I gotta go to the beginning of my Dropbox real quick. Michelle and I were doing a dry run before you guys joined in.
That's
And I forgot to.
That's not what I said.
New shirts.
I didn't say dry rub. I said a dry run.
Oh boy.
So more risque in the afternoon. Versus
So what's up with this one, Michelle?
That is a picture from my junior year. I played volleyball, you guys, all throughout my middle school and through high school. And I actually had a scholarship to go to college to play volleyball. So that's me in the middle there with my bouffant hair.
Number 2?
It was actually number 12.
Number 12? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm a good guesser. I was like, this got to be her.
Yep. That is me.
And I didn't even show you this picture because I wanted to surprise you with it.
I am surprised. Yeah. That day was so funny. I made the paper that day, and they did, which you can't see this, but they did a little write-up about me in there. You probably can't see it, but those are basically those are the girls that were the top in the city in volleyball at the time. And that day it was so cool. I made the paper. I can't even remember if it was maybe it was like fifth hour. My history teacher, I got into a disagreement. I had my history book on my desk. He says, "Put your Bibles away," and I'm like, I don't see no Bible. I don't know what he's talking about. And he asked again to put your Bibles up, and I just flung it off my desk. And he says, "Out in the hall." So that day that paper that came out, I had to go stand out in the hall, and then some coaches came up and what are you doing out in the hall, Michelle? And I'm like, well, got in trouble. So it was kind of like a bittersweet day. I got in trouble, but you see my attitude. I just had a little bit of a tude.
A little bit of spunk. The Mexican came out on you?
It did.
That's awesome.
It did. But yeah, I love volleyball. And I was a spiker. So
wow.
Yeah. I guess they call it hitter now. Yes.
Spiker is probably not allowed at all anymore. You can't say that.
Yeah.
Right? Not politically correct.
No.
Yeah, we got this little guy.
That is the very first Grogu that I ever did a couple years ago. Whenever the Mandalorian came out, and he was so fun. I did it as a, and we're going to get into this discussion. So I did that as a funzie, and so basically, you guys know that I am known for my pet portraits a lot. I mean, like 90% of all my work has been pet portraits, and I was getting inundated with so many pets that I decided, you know what, I need to do something for myself because it was starting to feel like a job. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to just take a little time out. And I made a kind of a pact with myself that once a month I'm going to do something for myself so it doesn't feel like a job. I mean, I love working for myself. That is, I never want to change that. But when it starts becoming a job, then it starts feeling like you don't look forward to it. So I decided after watching the Mandalorian, I was like, I got to draw this little dude. And I fell in love with Grogu. I mean, and this is the scene in the movie where he uses the force choke on Gina Carano because he thinks that she is trying to hurt Mandalorian. So I call this piece Choked Up, and
Nice.
we get to see him in his little pram and everything like that. So, and I fell in love with it. And then my framer decided to use the green frame to kind of set off the green in there. And so I really love that. So
The framing's really good.
Yeah.
It's still available too, right, Michelle?
no, actually it's
Oh, you
sold.
sold it.
So yeah.
Nice.
Tank Ferrick.
Yep.
No, congrats.
Yeah.
Well, congrats.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just like Dank Ferrick because I'm slow.
Yeah. So it's one of my
The framing's great.
I
It
think
looks
so,
it looks
too.
really good.
I think
Yeah.
so too. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
So funzie is your way of de-stressing from the norm then.
Yes. And even though I'm doing my fan art, so I kind of think of my fan art as a way to de-stress because it's not really like the pet portraits at all. It's just something that I really like because I love Star Wars and I love Marvel. You guys know that.
Mhm.
And this is just a way for me to do something fun for me. But even though now I'm getting Star Wars commissions and stuff, some of them now are so big, like the Han and Chewie that I did was 24 by 36.
That was awesome, though.
It was
Hell
my
yeah.
largest piece, and it took literally almost 2 weeks to do that. I needed to do another funzie from that, so that's why I did the Cad Bane.
It's funny. You do stuff for yourself, and then all of a sudden it's like, we're all like, we want that.
Right.
I
I
know.
love this guy.
Yeah, that's cool.
This one's awesome. Yeah.
And so this was another funzie that I did. And I love Babu, even though he had like 3 minutes of screen time. I thought I got to try to see if I can't draw him. And I'm so proud of this piece. And of course, this original sold as well. But the gauntlet, I was really proud of because you guys can't see. I wish you guys could just see it in person because you'd actually get to see the details in the leather. Just the other little things, because when you look at it this close, I mean, yeah, it's cool, but you're kind of seeing some of the flaws when you get so close that it pixelates from the,
Yeah, from the internet or from
Right.
the website. Yeah.
right. And then the tip on the rainbow tip, kind of where you can see that it's kind of burnt on the welding tip. Yeah, right
Right
there.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's alien skin. So that was cool to try to get in, and all the plug wires and getting the dirty plug wires and, but
I like
with
the blurry
water.
background too, like the
Yeah.
lights in the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah. The bouquet.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Bouquet.
Yeah, he was the best part of that film. He
Right.
like you
Yeah.
said, he was in it for 3 minutes, but he stole the show for me. I
One
love
of
it.
the best characters by far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
is. You
He's
need
way
to make a
back.
few of them.
And it was really cool to also have Joel Hawsey, make me that K2SO and then insert Babu on top of it. That's pretty cool too.
That's really
So
cool.
yeah, he's a favorite of mine, even though I know that you guys are OG. Oh, I am OG too. But,
No, we still like things and we still like characters from stuff. It's just as a whole. If you were to take it as a whole, it's like, yeah, I just see it as a movie. I don't see it as like, party foul. Yeah. I mean, I just see it as a movie. They are what they are. You know what I mean? Whereas Star Wars, A New Hope, Empire, and Return and stuff like that are just like, no, these are mine. They're precious to me.
Yeah. And then this was from my gallery show this fall and part of winter when I did Han Solo, Frozen and Carbonite, and I thought when I did him this summer, and he was another funsy for me. And I wanted to see if I could draw this iconic figure. I know a lot of you guys have the full-size version. But but for one of those people that can't afford a life-size version, I want to see if I could do one on a smaller scale to just have, and you still get the point across, but still show your love of it, but still have it in a way where it can fit into your home. Not everybody has giant baller rooms like you all collectors do. So I did this as a funsy, and honestly, I have gotten questioned so many times, like if this is digital drawing. I mean, people have thought this is digital, and it's not. So
I think I was lucky to have met you when you were sketching this out. So got to see the real time progress on it.
Yeah, and honestly, to get it to look like that on a scale that small with pastels is pretty difficult because I am unable to keep the pastels as sharp. Like if I were to have color pencil, the point doesn't blunt as fast as a pastel, So it was pretty difficult to do that. But in order to get this piece to translate that this looks real, was you have to have your blacks black, and you have to have the color spectrum. So you got to have a super white in there, and then you have to have a super black in there in order for it to translate to some depth, or it just looks completely flat.
Yeah.
Maybe this will help.
Yeah, the highlights, it really gives a 3D look. It looks like it's formed.
Michelle, I know you did this one small scale, and then you did a print special for somebody that was a full scale one. Did it translate well as far as the large scale?
Yes, and I was trying to remember what her name was.
Cece.
Cece, yes, she has the printed on canvas, and so my framer actually made it so she could. What I would do is I would send it rolled up, and then she takes it to a framer. Then they stretch it out on canvas and everything like that. But I was nervous, so I told him to print it off first so I could see it, because I'm not going to sell something that I don't think translates. And so then I sent her the picture of that. She was happy with it, and then I ended up shipping it to her. So that was pretty cool.
What size was that one, Michelle? Do you remember?
The life-size version is probably it's almost like 5 feet tall.
The one you printed out?
Yeah, on canvas is around life size, 5 feet.
Yeah, that sucker was huge.
I'm still looking for something behind that door, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll look great, man.
It would look great, if you did that. We talked about that last time,
Yeah, because I have the high-res print. Michelle did a special run for me because I missed the original run when she printed it out. And man, the quality on it is fantastic. It's just fantastic, the quality of that print. So whoever your person is, they do a good job.
And that's the thing too. Also, Jeff, like if you were to print it off life size, I could do stuff to embellish it even further on the canvas, and personally sign the canvas as well. So that's also an option.
Cute. We'll probably talk after that.
Yeah, there you go. Friends enabling friends.
Always, right?
And then got a shot here with.
So you can just see a print with it, and then you can see
love
my
that
little
cookie one.
Cookie Grogu.
Cookie one's cool.
This one looks so real, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like one of my favorite shots of Grogu was around this time where he had the cup or the soup bowl, in between when they were fighting. That was one of my favorite shots.
He's
just
slurping.
like, what's up? Yeah. That was just best. But when you get into these, Michelle, do you get it in your brain? You're like, you know what? I think I really want to do this. And they just start attacking it.
Yes.
The ideas.
Yeah, I whenever I do, and mind you, Cookie Grogu was also a funzie. So you guys are seeing this work, and that's why I'm getting recognized, because I started drawing what I like and not what people are telling me to draw.
Yep.
And so I took some liberties with him, and I took out, the school chair that happens to be certain color, like almost mimics the macaroon. And I was like, that's too much of that teal blue. We don't need that much. So I just took out that chair and stuff. But what was the question again, Scott? Well, yes, when I look at something.
When you get something, you'll get an idea and you're like, ooh, I just need to do that. It just hits you. All of a sudden you become obsessed with it, like my AT-AT fetish lately. But yes.
Yes. And so I saw this image, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to draw this one. It just hit home for me. It immediately inspired me. I was like, I can do this. When I get that way, when I see something immediately just click, then I'm like, I got to do it. And I will just, and then that's why I spend like 2 days and can get something done, because it's just that OCD focus, just got to get it done.
Yeah, and I like the way you did the lighting on the Grogu.
Yeah, he's cool. I like him.
Yeah, because
The
I remember
hair on the top is cool too.
when I first saw this, I thought it was a picture, and then I was like, wait a minute, it's a drawing. Holy crap!
And I was questioned on that too, if that was digital, and I'm like, no, I did that with my own 2 hands too, and pretty proud of that. And that one, I did the Grogu first, and then I did him second. So that was the next month that I did Mandalorian. And
those are second funzie?
Yes.
Okay.
And so that was what I did last April or something, maybe May. I did him. But I did pre-Beskar. So, he's got a little bit, like.
No, that was a good look. That was a really good look.
I'm telling you, this one was one of my most, I love the Grogu cookie one, but he is honestly one of my favorites. And I can't really, and when people say, what is your favorite? I mean, it's like picking your children. You can't do it, but he does have a special place with me. He does have a special place, because I'm like, and I'm not trying to sound cocky, but I'm confident that what I did.
Great kid! Don't get cocky!
Whoa, scared me.
Sorry, I'll turn it down.
Woke me up.
I told you stay out of the room. Yeah.
Right? And when I did this piece, I was really, I impressed myself, honestly, because if you can walk away with something and with full pride, knowing that you nailed it and you knocked it out of the park, I think that is one of those telling pieces. And so this one was it for me, because for one, there's grain in the wood, and then the shine and the metallic look on the helmet. Then there is his cape, and being able to make it look like it's soft.
Yeah.
And then the armor, the bullet hole that's on his shoulder there, and then the leather that's for his strap that holds his gun. I mean, it just all worked, all came together. But again, you'll notice that all of my pieces have a super bright white and a super dark black, because you have to get that tonal
contrast
range in there in order for it to make sense and feel like it's full of depth. So
well, it's the same thing with not just the art, but like even like painting and the models and things like that. It's those layers. Jason and I were talking about this. I hit up Jason for some tips and things, but it's layers, or it's bringing things out so that, you get the corners or the whites that hit in the front, and it's a similar thing to what you're doing, except obviously this is a lot of talent, where slapping paint on something is totally different. But yeah, it's amazing. But I do think all the pictures that you're in, in this, when whoever's taking the photo of you holding the pictures, they need to say Dean Cain right before they snap it. See, there it
That's
is. You
funny.
can see her. There it is. Yeah.
I gotta like switch over to the other screen so I can see these people laughing. I'm missing all the action.
Damn right. Yeah.
And you'll see the Book of Boba Fett in there. He was another funzie that I did. I knew that his show, he was difficult because again, he's in a smaller scale. The chest, the lights that are on his chest, that was very difficult to try to get to read with numbers in there. Again, you've got textures going on, the leather, his armor, the stone chair that he's sitting in and everything. So that was awesome to try to get. And I knew the show was coming out, so I wanted to try to do it. I wish the show would have been a little bit better.
Just a little.
Just a little bit better.
Yeah.
It was like, it was supposed to be, you're supposed to get that.
Yeah.
Hey, but it was more like, hey.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It just kind of fell flat.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Yeah, but I do like that drawing a lot.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to score it.
Yep.
Sorry, Fred at Logic, beat you to it.
there we go.
Got it.
He did get the print though. Fretted Logic
Awesome.
did get the print. And
Ooh, this one's beautiful.
Yeah.
that was my tribute to Ralph McQuarrie. So this was another funzie. And so one of the collectors that's in Collection Wars, Lee, he had the Ralph McQuarrie helmet as his profile pic. And I was like, ooh. And so I was looking, and I do have some Star Wars books. So I was familiar with Ralph McQuarrie's concept art. And so I was like, I got to try this. For one, for me, if you know me, you know that I love color. So to bring out that sunset in the background, plus Vader's old style helmet, which I think is even more menacing than his newer one. I loved all that. To draw Chewie and to see the concept of Chewie, C-3PO, and Luke, that was different. But I'm super proud of this piece. And actually, Eben has the original of this one. So
Yes.
and then I also do want to say that this picture is the one that Mark Hamill actually liked, like last week, I think it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was pretty
Heck
cool.
yeah.
It's a beautiful picture. Like I love it. I look at it all the time.
Yeah,
It's just it just pops because my wall is black, so like the colors of this
like
just
my
stands
soul.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great
helmet
piece.
Style, that's one of the coolest Vader helmets for sure.
right. And then to get that blue cast that's in there.
So we talked about that.
Well,
guy.
Jeff, you got one of those helmets, right?
Yeah, I have it.
You have the
I don't know where
EFX
I put
one?
it. No, I don't have the EFX. I got the one from Etsy, the guy that Sir James, like Ignacio or whatever, it's doing in Canada right now.
Oh, cool.
So, but it's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I've had a friend that's been working on one for like 2 years for me, and I guess it keeps breaking.
Oh.
Because the 3D printing on it is difficult.
Yeah, I think that's the major problem with it, because the one I have is a much thicker print than most of the other ones I get. So that makes sense.
I just heard thicker.
Thicker.
I'm not going there.
Yeah. Don't do
Quite a
it.
She has no drinks in her. No energy.
Yeah.
This piece that I did was actually started kicking off the commissions for Star Wars stuff. So this one is my Bausch Leia, and I did this for Collection Wars as an exclusive. And we decided, and after talking to Gabe, he wanted me to be able to premiere this in February with my print of the Han Solo and Carbonite. And so when I did it for February, it was kind of, we were talking about doing it for Valentine's Day because it seemed appropriate for Han and Leia. So I only have probably 8 left of this exclusive. So if any of you are out there and that you still want the Bausch Leia, hit me up. And also, when I did this piece, because he said, yeah, I think we need to do a Bausch Leia. So I was doing research and trying to figure out, you know, how to draw her, because if you look for reference photos on Bausch, it is super difficult to find her, because you can get kind of from the torso up, but nothing really from the waist down. So I found this piece, and it was inspired from MYC, and there was an artist on there. So I fell in love with this piece and was very inspired to draw it from that. And so this was my attempt at drawing Bausch Leia. It was pretty cool, though.
Michelle,
Well, it's a good piece to go with it. So even if you have the NYC piece like Jeff Rohde, and he's got that also there, it looks cool with the two of them together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead, Jeff. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, Michelle, have you seen the like Star Wars? They have a couple of costume books that are out, and as you continue to like draw more characters, you might want to pick up
Really?
those 2 books. Yeah, I'll have to send you the links for them.
Okay. All right.
A lot of the guys out there that do like painting for helmets and stuff, they reference those, like the Bausch helmet,
Really?
because there's some really good shots of the helmets that are in there also.
Okay.
But you may want to look at those. So
Yeah, please share.
Yeah, there's also one for the studio scale models that people reference, which is really hard to get because it was only done in Japanese, but the pictures are the exact ones that were documented as they were making the films.
Really? Wow.
So,
That's
yeah.
cool. And I guess if I get the Japanese book, I'll just have to give it to ask my brother. My brother lives in Tokyo.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. And ask him, hey, can you get this translator for me? So, yeah.
Yeah, I think the costume ones that Jeff's talking about aren't, but the studio scale one was. It was, I'm trying to remember the name of it right now. I can't even think. I'm having a Monday.
You said it was Japanese?
Yeah, no, it's a Star Wars. It starts with a C. It's not collections. It's can't think of it. Somebody I'm sure that's sitting in the chat when this airs is probably going, saying it. Can't remember it, but it's basically it's like the God book to reference for studio scales where they put blaster fire, where they did this, and some of it is black and white, some of it's color, but I know like John Simmons, who's become quite a well-known painter for doing studio scale models and things like that, refers to it all the time.
And that's the thing when people ask me to do something, it's so hard because I have to look at either screenshots or I have to look at the movie and trying to get something that's actually clear. For me, I need clear reference photos because I don't want to have to guess. Especially if I have to do a blaster, it's got to be accurate.
Yeah.
I can't just interpret what I think a blaster is going to look like. It's got to have the sight on it. It's got to have the ridges. People have to recognize it, or it just doesn't translate right, and then people will be nitpicking.
And the other problem you run into, and I know other companies do, like Hot Toys and everything else, is how did it look on screen versus how it actually looked can be completely different. Like Jason was showing the Hoth Solo. Some people think that jacket was blue, not brown, right? Because of the way the lighting was and the color grading that they use in the film. And it's the same thing with any of the other costumes and stuff.
Right.
The AT-AT drivers were white, not gray.
Wow. It's kind of
but
like
we think they're gray.
joke.
Yeah.
Where that dress is it blue or is it gold or whatever?
Exactly. Exactly.
Star Wars Chronicles, was that the book?
Chronicles, that's it. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's. I want to say that book is in the neighborhood of like $500 or something at this point.
Oh boy,
it's hard to get, and you can find it. You might be able to find it for less, but it is an accurate. I mean, it documents all the ships and a lot of the stuff that they did, and
I just looked up the costume book too. It's the same. It's like right around that same amount. It's like $400. So maybe not.
Yeah,
maybe not.
I have the archives books, but they're not that good.
Yeah, there's one that's like Scott's talking about. The model one is really good too. I've seen pictures of people that have it, and then the costume one, I actually got the guy that painted my Bausch helmet. couldn't find any references. So I pinged a couple of different groups, and one of my buddies actually pinged, and he said, "Hey, I got these pictures from this costume book."
Huh.
Yeah.
So, and they
You
were
know,
really good.
it honestly might be worth an investment just to get it.
Yeah.
To have it, you know, it's not like it's going to go to waste, you know.
Right. Well, plus you being right an artist and
Yeah.
looking for reference shots and very detailed stuff, that those books definitely have. I'll send you the title for it.
Okay. Sounds good.
And absolute worst comes to worst, Michelle, just if you're looking for something like, hey, I'm doing whatever, hit up Jeff's, hit up Evan, hit up some of the other forums. People
Sure.
may be able to send you, if they do have that book, a quick photo.
That's true,
You
too.
never know.
Sounds good. Now, this piece this was a funzie. I needed a break, and I think it was from the Disney Guam piece that I did. So I needed something just, you know, lickety split, and so I like, this will work, and it just works. You know, I want to
that's
create
good.
movement, so I liked it.
The thing that I find interesting too is, like you said, these are funsies. You're like, oh, I'm so sick of drawing stuff. I think I'm gonna go draw something. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what you're doing. But it works for you instead of going, hey, I'm gonna go scuba diving in my backyard or something. It's you're doing the same thing, but it's for you, and just because it's for you, it totally changes. For me, when I was building cabinets, I wouldn't go, hey, I'm going to go build a cabinet because I want to build one for myself. I would build it out of necessity or absolute want, not to get a break from cabinet making to go do cabinet making. It just doesn't work.
Right. I totally understand. It's kind of I'm contradicting myself, isn't it? It's kind of like that.
You're not a break. You're just like, I need to do something different to refresh my brain.
Exactly.
I do the same thing with my stuff as well. It's like the slug I did for Gabe. That started just wearing on me, and I'm like, I gotta do something fun for myself, just to get out of that mode, and then it's fun to jump back, you know.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. Exactly. And then this is one of, before the Han and Chewie, this was my largest piece, 17 by 32 on this one.
Awesome.
This is an iconic piece. He was trying to, so this was for George off Hyperdrive. And he wanted an iconic piece, and we were really, it took a long time to figure out which piece, because he sent me different screenshots from ESB and, you know, just from all the other ones. And I really decided that I liked this one. How you can't get more iconic than seeing the Force used like this, you know? So, I mean, you can hear the music, you can feel the power. You know, he says, do or do not, you know, so.
That whole thing right there, do or do not, there is no try.
Right. Yeah.
It is stuck with me since the first time I heard it at 10 years old or whatever it was. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's just there's some iconic stuff that comes out of it, or I can't believe it. That is why you fail.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, those things, just those two things from him. And I see that, I hear that in this picture.
Yes. And
So-
he was so fun.
In that picture, she was thinking about Dean Cain.
You can tell.
I'm dreaming about.
She's like, I'll be your Lois.
And I think you still have a couple of these exclusives, right, for sale?
I do. I have actually 13 left. So anybody needs one or wants one, get a hold of me, and I will personally sign them and number them. And yeah, that's all we're doing of this one. So. And then I think I'm going to be on Hyperdrive after he unveils it framed up.
I think your sister took over your camera right here.
And there it is. There is the largest pastel portrait to date. And I'm super proud of this one because it truly embodies everything that I've done. So it's got pets, it's got metal, it's got human skin, and it's got, you know,
it's like a capstone of everything you've done.
And it goes off of the frame. You've got the bowcaster going off in the top of his head, and that's cool.
Right. And I thought, how cool would it be just to make it look like he's actually coming through the portrait? So I tried something new this time, and that was cool, just to try to make it look like he's actually walking through. And I really did have fun. It just took a long time mentally kind of taxing a little bit, but after that, that's why I had to do the
Bane.
Cad Bane.
Mhm.
Cad Bane.
No, you
Yeah.
did really good with this one. You can see it in your smile that you were very, very proud of this one.
Yeah. And then and if you notice the blaster, it has the sight on it as well. So I had to make sure that I captured that.
This
Oh,
one
wow.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't miss any details.
I love your backgrounds, Michelle. Like we were saying with Babu, like you know that they're in front of the Falcon. You know, like your backgrounds are awesome. You can see the detail, but it's like very.
It's almost out of
faded.
focus. It's kind of blurred a little bit. Yeah. Which gives more depth. That's the whole point of having like the bokeh back. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And then
yes, Michelle, you're awesome. We all know this.
Thank you.
You are.
Then Han is only my 4th ever in color human portrait.
Wow.
So that was a little bit like I can mess up a little bit on Chewie, but you still know it's Chewie.
Mm-hmm.
If you mess up even a millimeter on Han,
it doesn't look like Han anymore.
It doesn't look like Han anymore. And I was trying to tell that to people the other day. We were talking about how human portraits are drawn. So one thing that you have to know is that the edges of the corners of your mouth go to the inside of where your pupils line up. And you guys will probably all go look in the mirror tonight and go look like, really? Yeah. Is that where so if you go the center of your eye, you'll hit the corner of your mouth. It's crazy, right?
Whoa. Not the Joker. The Joker doesn't have that.
And then the bottom of your nose goes to the bottom of your ear. It should go to the bottom of your ear.
How many people do you think are going to poke themselves in the eye tonight while they're watching this drinking?
Right.
Dang, we should have made this a drinking.
Dang it.
Yeah, it would have been good, right? It's like, what's the one with the elbow? You can't lick your elbow.
You can't lick your elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, or if you put the distance between your elbow and then your wrist is how long your foot is.
No, my foot's not that big. No way.
This sucker right here.
That was my funzie, and just finished him. And gosh, he was so fun. I did tweak the blue a little bit just to make him a little bit darker, because he's more of a sky blue that was in the book of Boba Fett. So
right.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then I am working on. Okay, so this one, if you can kind of tell, I know it's hard, but it is Anakin.
You can totally tell that's Hayden Christensen.
Good, because that's the idea. And he is Vader, and this is probably going to be. You might see this side in Obi-Wan that's coming up, but I'm doing this as an exclusive for Sithcast. They asked me to create that, so I will also be putting their logo at the bottom of this, and we're going to only do 25 prints, I believe. And because of the date, well, actually, I was wondering now if I'll have to make 27.
27?
Yeah.
Well, no, because one of the 20, because one would have to come with 2, right? Be 2 episodes, so it'd be 2 prints for one person, and then the rest would be normal. I think that's how you do it.
Can I get on the early print run?
Yes. Yeah.
Sean, it is awesome that you are here. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, that's very cool, Sean, that you're hanging out with us. Yeah, they did change the date, so I might have to change the print run to 27 instead of 25. But yeah, this is going to be fun to do. So I'm going to also do in progress video of this one, so you guys can see that as well, and I'll be updating Sithcast.
I think it's great that you do the in progress because one, it stops that. Is this just a digital blah, blah, definitely does that. But it also gives you good content to share on everything because I like watching the processes of things, whether if it's building models or the paintings or buildings, whatever. I like watching that too. So it's interesting to me that you show the progress stuff. And I think it's also good for content for you.
Yeah. And that's
because you're becoming very famous.
Well, that's the goal, to be I love recognition, and just to be in this group for as long as I have and to get the recognition that I have. I mean, for one, Mark Hamill, you can't go wrong with the GOAT. You know, he
Yeah.
is Star Wars, you know, and so that was pretty cool. So not only did he recognize the Macquarie piece, but he also recognized the in progress of Han and Chewie, and he liked that as well. So to get two in a week from him was, I mean, I'm over the moon.
He's saying, do me. Not in a weird way. Just
Not like that.
Picture, yeah. Picture.
Wow.
Draw me next.
Yeah. Draw me next. Thank you. Sorry.
Michelle, you should do like have you thought about doing like a YouTube thing where like you draw for like an hour? Like you're just you put the up-head camera and you draw and
I have thought about that, and I think even there has been some suggestions. Okay, you need to set up your own YouTube channel. You need to get some of this out, because I think I do have a TikTok. So a couple of weeks ago, I decided, you know what, I need to branch out and I need to get into social media a little bit more. So I got me a Twitter and I got me a TikTok, just so I could upload some of these short videos, in progress videos, so people can see kind of what I'm doing. And then just to get my name more out there on Twitter. And that's where Mark Hamill recognized me, is on Twitter. So yeah, that'll probably be in the works, of trying to get my own YouTube channel out there, and try to do some of these in progress videos where they're longer, where you can just take your time, and and then I'll probably do some speaking about what I'm doing and the progress that I'm doing.
yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Like some little Bob Ross Star Wars thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Have people join the chat. They can ask questions while you're kind of.
Dang, that's cool.
You
You guys can come on and
Yeah, and we'll hang out with you
Right.
and go through the thing. You'll be drawing something, and then all of a sudden you'll be like, "Thank Ferrick," and you go flying across the room, and we'll show the attitude that Michelle really has.
You can use the StreamYard here because you're an admin on here, so
Yeah.
you can connect your
That would be cool.
YouTube. Yep.
cool.
Yeah, you could do that like as a sub thing, like during the week for Spice Runner, right? You could just do a little live
Yeah.
drawing session or whatever. So
Yeah, you should do that. You do a live drawing, then you have one of us or all of us or whatever just kind of hang around chatting behind it, and you bring up things like, "Hey, I'm working on this," and yeah, that could be
I've
cool.
honestly thought about doing a drawing as we're doing this StreamYard,
Yeah,
and then like trying to figure out how to get my camera to mount over it, and then you guys just watch me draw, and then I'll just hear all that stuff in the background.
yeah, I
Okay.
can help you with the camera mount and all that
I
other
was just
stuff.
gonna say, I feel like Scott's the guy for that.
Scott's got you.
What was I just gonna say? Yeah, but you can multitask, right?
Yeah. Oh
Okay,
yeah.
good, because you're a girl. Yeah.
And
I can't multitask. I can't do it. I can't.
Damn.
I'm not good at it. I'm just being honest.
tonight,
I'm offended.
I will be doing a live drawing tonight. So, and I honestly, it doesn't make me nervous. Like, a lot of people are like, "Can you actually do a live drawing?" And I'm like, "Yeah." It doesn't bother me to have people come up and just, be looking at your drawing while you're drawing it. It doesn't make me nervous. To me, it's just like, I'm in my zone. I'm in my thing.
Yeah.
So I just am doing it now. Sometimes if they're like, I want to try to give them attention, I'll stop and then I'll focus on them, not to be rude. But
Right.
but yeah, it doesn't bother me.
I say what we do is that we'll pick something at the start of a show to
All
draw,
All right.
and then everybody will draw stuff, and then we'll compare at the very end.
That would be
I
awesome.
lost already.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and raise my hand. I lost.
It's like a horse, a little stick figure with this fat
That-
belly horse.
That would be cool, honestly. And then what we could do is we could say, okay, who drew what?
Mhm.
And then we could either like auction them off later.
No,
I drew this guy falling the other day.
Aw,
See?
how cute.
oh, he's totally falling. Yeah,
Oh, let me see.
that's good. That's good, Jeff.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause you
funny.
can tell he's falling backwards. Yes.
Yeah. Conference calls, right? You start
Right.
to do it all.
Right.
A lot of doodling.
And
Boring.
this piece right here is Mando and Boba Fett in the Book of Boba Fett, and they're fighting together. And this is for Jeff Rohde.
Wow.
Cool.
And yeah, it's an 18 by 24 piece, so it's another large one. And so
Well, it's cool looking at how you sketch it out and you get it mocked up and how you want it, and then you just start going to town on it.
yeah,
It's awesome.
yeah. So this is going to be take some time to do. Then you guys
This
know I love
lovely print.
waffle.
Hmm.
This is not a print. This is actually the
I know
real.
it's mine.
It's mine.
It is. This is the one that's in the framers right now.
And this one was huge. This was 16 by 20, and the detail in there, I wish you guys could see. It's pretty sick in
It's
person.
crazy. Yeah, crazy details. You can see all the little Ultrons everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's one on the build. There's actually two that are on the right side, and then there's three that are on the left side. Not to mention the fire, the buildings, and then the detail that's in his uniform. And then Cap, his face was. I needed to make sure his face looked translated into that's Cap. So he was my third Inhuman color portrait that I did.
Be
So
right back.
when I took this one to Aaron Brothers, a lot of people like started flocking around it.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, "Is that real?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's made out of pastels." They're like, "Oh my god!" So I was doing some free advertising,
Nice. Very cool. Thank you.
but it grew. A crowd actually grew, and the lady was like, "Oh my god, I've never seen so many people hanging out at the frame section before."
Awesome. Very cool. I can't wait to see how you frame it. I really can't. So that kind of gives you a perspective wise. It is pretty good size. This is so I started getting requests for more portraits. So when I started doing my art back in the day, I started with pen and ink. So black and white is my elementary school for the art. So I decided to try to do a portrait in black and white, what I knew. It was comfortable. So this was for a lady who lives in Georgia. This is her dad, and as a memorial portrait. And she had that picture, so I ended up trying to draw that for her makeup, and it was old timey and everything like that. So it was nerve wracking as well because it's somebody's dad, you know what I mean? And so human portraits are always nerve wracking because of who is attached to it. You know, it's a loved one. Now, the one that I did before this was actually they used it at a wake, and so that was even nerve wracking to know that they were going to use it in a service too, and have everybody look at it. So, but yeah, I try to do my portraits at 16 by 20 because it seems to translate better, and I'm able to get even more details and everything like that. So, but I love the buttons. They turned out really shiny. There's,
Mhm.
Heck yeah!
but again,
Yeah.
once again, you'll see something super black and you'll see something very white. If that's the thing that I can educate you guys in, is that there's always going to be those two elements that are in my drawing, something super
The dark
white.
side and the
Yep.
light side.
Exactly. They have to coexist in balance.
I'm so
Very good.
white. I'm actually light blue.
Oh my god!
And then this one was probably one of my most detailed pet portraits
Wow.
because it was important for her to have the background because this is where the dog liked to be all the time, in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
And so those leaves, oh my goodness, all those leaves, my
Wow.
brain wanted to explode because for me, you cannot draw every leaf. You would go literally insane.
Mm.
So I have to give the illusion of a lot of leaves. So to create this effect, which you guys aren't really aware of this, but I use special tools, and not just the pencils, not just the chalk pieces. There's actually sponges that I use. So this was actually, and maybe you guys might know of this. It's a tiny sponge. It's almost microscopic, but you put glue on it to put models together.
Mm-hmm.
And I would dip that in my pastels and apply that for all those leaves that were in the back, and to try to get the depth of making all those leaves in the back. And I would have to dip them in different colors. It was crazy.
Keep it random. Yep.
Yeah.
So
to keep it
Because you pick up on patterns really quick. And it's
Yeah.
like you can't make a pattern, otherwise your eyes just go straight to it and lock on it, you know?
So would you do it again?
Oh,
Would you do leaves again? If somebody said, "Hey, I want this, Michelle. This is really cool."
Jeff's already
I-
thinking about his next one.
No, I'm just
No.
like, I'm just
Yeah.
curious. Like, if you're like,
He's
well,
like,
got
I
the
just want
technique."
I just want a painting of leaves.
Yeah, just leaves.
I'm asking for
24
a
by
friend.
36,
Mm.
24.
I probably
Life size.
would for the right price, but now it did teach me a lot. So now I do know the tools, and so yeah, probably the price they'd have to really want it.
Well,
Yeah,
also
'cause-
too, I think sorry, Jeff, using the sponge, it also gives it some depth of, instead of it all looking crisp and perfect back there, if you had done every single leaf,
Yeah.
it kind of blurs it also as well.
And also taking my finger and just lightly tapping it, so and kind of
That's what you said, yeah.
yes,
That's funny.
exactly.
Go ahead, Jeff. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. It just, yeah. I mean, I think the thing is like, as you do these, right? You know, like any
Yeah.
other artist, you learn the technique,
Yep.
and then you're like, yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but then you learn the
Right.
technique where you're like, if I do this next time, I'm going to do it a little faster because I know
Yeah.
this thing.
Uh-oh.
Yes. So
So is
There
this
it
so are you going to draw this one? And there's that smile. And there's that smile. Yeah.
There's that smile. Let's see that smile, Michelle. There she is.
Hey, there it is. Yeah. Notice how the
So-
red comes out of her
yeah,
face.
right.
Yeah.
So you guys know that since I've been here, I've never ever been to a con. I didn't know what they were like, and so a lot of people have been saying, "Oh, you need to go. You need to sell your prints." So I was like, "Okay, I'm going to go to my first con," and I went to a local con here, and so I was walking around and I saw him, Dean Cain, Superman Dean Cain, and I was like, okay, I'm going to stand in line. And I was like, oh crap, what do I have for him to sign? And I was like, well, I'll have him sign a ticket stub or something. I stood in line for maybe an hour, maybe longer. I mean, there was a lot of
Jeez.
people in line. And while I was in line, mind you, I went and took myself to the con. I was standing there by myself. And I asked this gentleman that was in front of me, I said, do you know, how does this work? You know, and he's like, well, you got to pay for them to sign something. I was like, oh shit, really? And so I was like, how much do you got to pay? And he's like, you know, I think it's like $50 for a signature. And I was like, okay, well, that's not bad. And I went to check and see how much money I had, and I only had $30. And I was like,
oh,
oh
no.
God, but I don't want to get out of line. And I happened to ask him, I was like, do you happen to have any extra money maybe? And then I say, after this, then, you know, we'll go to an ATM and I'll, you know, pay you back. And he's like, no, I actually brought just enough. And I was like,
no.
oh crap. And I'm just sitting there and standing there the whole time. And as the line keeps going, I was like, what am I going to do? And then he eventually said, you know what? He's like, here. And he handed me $20 cash. And I was like, oh my God, dude, that's so solid. You just paid me a solid. So, and I told him, I said, well, after I get the signature, I said, I will, you know, go get the money. And he said, yeah, that's fine. So, I go up there, and for one, just to see him. I mean, I crushed on him, you guys, back in the day, you know, when he played that part. So I've never really been a DC girl, but I like Superman, Christopher Reeves, and, you know, and then of course Dean, because I thought he offered there was an ethnic vibe. You know, he doesn't look like, I don't know.
What are you trying to
Anyway,
say? Watch
yeah.
it. Be careful.
I am. So I liked his version. And so I go up there, and then one of his assistants goes, well, there you go, Dean. And then I just was like, what are you guys talking about? And Dean said, I told them that I was waiting for a beautiful brunette to come up here, and here you are. And I was like, what the heck?
Down.
I was like, I was blown away, and then my heart started racing. And so then we get to do the selfie thing, and then he puts this big old hug on me. And I do want to say that he provides the same energy for #1 fan all the way to the 500th fan. This is just literally how he is all the time. And he will talk to you and make you feel important. And I
That's
want to
awesome.
say that because being up there and talking about yourself and doing stuff and meeting your fans, they always say you never want to meet somebody that you look up to, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll be disappointed. Honestly, he was a joy to meet because he was that authentic and that real. And so that made it even better to see that. And then I told him, I said, I said I was always jealous of Terry Hatcher. And I said I wanted to be Lois. And then later I got back in line. After I went to the ATM, I was like, get dude his money. And then I was like, I gotta have his signature. This is retarded. I cannot not have his autograph. So I stood back in line again
Oh,
and go,
jeez.
and go back. And he's like, you're back. And I was like, yeah. I said, I can't not have your signature. And then so I found a picture for him because he has a table full of stuff, and he signed it. You can be my Lois anytime, which was really cool.
And he's like 213-959-6969.
So basically, if you had gone up there with only the $30, would he have just gone, Dean? There you go.
Right? Honestly, I don't think they would have even let you. Yeah,
DC.
right.
Yeah. Well, Michelle, you also has a connection to Jason. I'm surprised Jason doesn't have a crush on him. I saw the Ripley's Believe It or Not behind it.
That is true. Yeah, he did do.
That's right.
He
He hosted that.
He hosted Ripley's for a bit back in the day.
So Sean says he has a question. Did he smell good? Is the real question.
You know, I did not even, you know, I never smelled them. It was just like, oh my God, take the picture. You know, I didn't want to look like a goo rad, you know, just having some goofy look. But luckily the other guy that was taking the pictures, his assistant, was really good and snapped about 5 or 6. So that was cool.
Sweet.
Hey, Evan, I'm gonna
Drop?
step out and drop because it's probably a good time to drop for me. But I got to do a few other things before nighttime. So
Yeah, thanks for dropping in. See
Yeah.
you in the chat later.
awesome.
Thanks,
I will.
Jeff.
I'll catch the rest of it later tonight. After all
All
that
right,
activity.
brother.
Sounds
Thank you,
All right,
Jeff.
guys. Good to see you all.
Later.
Yep.
And then this photo was a cool Mandalorian cosplay that I got to see. And I was like, holy crap, I have to take this photo with this guy. So it was awesome. It was so cool just to be able to do that. Did you get the Vader one too?
No, I couldn't find it. I
It's in
think
my-
that
It's in my
profile picture.
profile. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's in
that's
my
probably
profile.
why.
But it's okay. And then Lou, I saw Lou, and he was very sweet too. I go and take a selfie with him, and he said that it was nice to take a picture with a beautiful woman. And I was like, wow, to get to say you're pretty by 2 famous people. I was like, I was over the moon that day. I was over
Nice.
Alderaan and back.
There you go. That's funny.
You were looking for love in Alderaan places.
Alderaan
Looking
places.
for love in all the wrong places.
Oh man, that
Cool.
was so freaking memorable though. I loved it.
And let me share how people can find you.
Yeah.
So let's bring up your link tree.
Link tree. Oh, and the new logo is cool, dude.
I was just gonna say that.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. If anybody wants any of the Spice Runners merchandise, that's on the website as well. So there's my TikTok, my Twitter, my Instagram, Facebook. And if you want any commissions by me, you hit the commission. It'll take you to my website, and as well as if you're interested in the Bausch Leia. And then the photos, and if you want any kind of merch, it's the very last button, and it says Prince of Fan Art and Merchandise. That's where I have all my stuff. So you can get That's What Michelle Said, or That's What She Said. You can get the Dank Ferric. Then I have Ichuta, which is another a Star Wars curse word that's on there, as long as and as well as the
Let's bring those up.
Spice Runners Lounge stuff. And so yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
So you do have a lot of updates since the last time we were here.
I do. And I'm just and guys, I'm getting on to try to get I want to see more cons, so that's on the list. So I'm gonna try to get out there and go do that. I'm gonna probably miss Celebration, unfortunately, this year, but it's definitely on the list.
That's
for
because
next year.
Dean Kane won't be there. We know the reason.
I know, right?
And I gave him my business card, and I will probably, maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, in the future, be doing his dogs. He's got 4 dogs. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
I like how this thing previews the shirts. Look at all the merch we can do.
I don't see it yet on the screen.
Oops.
There
It's
it
like
goes.
being at work.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, all the Spice Runners Lounge, all the different
Let me go
stuff.
back. I thought I was sharing it. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm back at work sharing my screen to the wrong person.
Gotta be careful with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you got a lot of new uploads, things that people can buy. You know, MichelleNooney.com will get you to all these cool sites.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I got this one, this one. I need to get this one. I ordered this one, and I don't know where it's at, though.
Well, the other thing too is a lot of this stuff can be put on a coffee mug or a blanket, like Evan's got the blanket and stuff like that, right? Can you explain a little bit of
Yeah.
that?
And
Let's do it
also,
with this one.
yeah, the mugs, the coffee mugs come in 2 sizes. And
So,
if you
ladies,
want,
if you want a tote bag, there you go.
yeah, yeah, there you go.
And then, yeah, if you want mugs or
And you can honestly customize it to how big or what you want it on the cup. So if you don't want it to take, then you just shrink it down,
look how cool this website is.
you know? So I like it.
Oops.
And I try to keep the prices affordable so everybody can have something.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's what's cool about this is that, you know, you might not be able to get a print, but you really like it. And you're like, oh, a coffee mug or a T-shirt or
There
a
we go.
whoopee, you know, like Evan likes his whoopies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His Grogu cookie blanket.
Oh, I can do stickers. You can do phone cases.
And they got puzzles too.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
A
Can you
yoga
imagine trying
mat.
to do that? Yeah. A yoga mat.
And you can change the color of the font. Are these all in
Yeah.
and purple? Okay.
Actually, you can't change the color of the font. So it's for the pink, it's always going to be pink. But I
Okay,
think you
got
can
it.
change,
Yeah.
you can change the background color.
Got it.
It's the PNG file that, you know, I was lucky enough to help Michelle with this. Just some insider stuff.
Yep.
The way the system works, it just one color. The only thing you can do is change the colors of your shirt.
Yeah. So
Nice.
if you want it on a different color, then you just kind of have to. I mean,
Yeah,
you
let
you
Michelle
guys
know.
watched Craig the other day. He got That's what she said on a red or no.
Yeah,
Red
red
shirt,
shirt.
yeah.
On a
I,
red
I did the
shirt.
same thing after I saw his. I was like, dang it,
Yeah.
that looks good.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. But yeah,
Yeah,
you just and
looks
it's
good.
not so bright. I mean, it's just
It's not in your face.
Subdued,
in-
yeah, it's perfect.
yeah.
I was like, man, he's clever. Oh,
But the
Yeah.
thing is that I don't think a lot of people know that they can get this stuff through your site. You know, that they can customize things or put that on a T-shirt or do any of that. They just think, oh, Michelle does these awesome prints, and that's it.
Right.
That's your only choice. You know.
Right.
So.
And
yeah, and then I think early on, like I got this one on a shirt. You know, I wear this one a lot.
and also that when they have metal
Oh, nice.
plaques or like a metal sign that you can actually put that art on. So it's a metal sign.
Right.
Yeah, and the prices are pretty good too.
They're very
It's,
good. Very good.
Yeah, like I like that. Some of the stuff comes framed. Like this one's a frame print because of the size. You see how big it is. It's 147, but that's still a decent price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially
And
for
it
it
gives-
framed.
Yeah, and it gives you like previews of how it
Comes with the
looks.
camera and the no.
Oh, I wish I'd have bought a couple. I need more cameras. Yeah. So again, let me share this tab. So yeah, again, Michelle Nooney. Easy way to get here is www.michelleNooney.com. I think I have the ticker going below where you can see it spelled out.
Yep.
Michelle Nooney.
Yep.
This will take you to all Michelle's links: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, commissions, and the fan art stuff. That's you can print and put on whatever you want.
Yep.
So good stuff.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
Very cool, Michelle.
And I also need followers, so follow me. And if you need anything, just let me know. I'm always taking
Heck yeah.
commission.
Heck yeah. Follow Michelle on all social media. Yeah, so wherever you can log on to social media, Michelle's there. Just make
Michelle
sure.
is there. She
Give her a
is
follow.
social media.
Yeah.
there.
Stalk me there.
Yeah. So what's going on today, Michelle? I know you got a special event going on.
Yes, and I will be at Clearwater Art Walk, and I will be there from 6 to 9. I will be doing a live drawing there, as well as sell some prints. So anybody that's from Kansas, if you're around the Clearwater area, come see me and watch me draw and maybe get a print.
Heck
Nice.
yeah. You should put some of that stuff on Facebook Live if you get a chance, so
Yeah.
we can check it out.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Mhm.
But thank you guys for having me and dedicating the show to me. And it was really cool. And, I just love this group and being able to, be welcomed by you guys. So it's cool.
Awesome.
You're
Yeah, we
part of
love
the
you,
family.
Michelle.
We've
I
all
knew I
become a
was.
family,
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, so thanks guys. Thanks for watching our episode today. The focus on the show today was glossy bees
Mhm.
with the 3 E's.
That's right. That's
And I want to
exactly.
thank you, Michelle, for your time today. I know you're busy trying to get ready
Yeah.
for the show. Guys, thank you for being here on your
Absolutely.
working days. It's awesome. And Scott, Jason, and Jeff for being here. Appreciate you
Thanks for
guys.
having us.
Absolutely. It's always
Heck
fun.
yeah.
Always fun to hang out. Yeah.
And
Heck
thanks,
yeah.
Sean, for being here too.
Yes, Sean.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Solo.
Sean snuck in. Thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't do a good job hiding the but it's okay. It's okay. He got a
Good.
preview of it, and then he can
Yeah.
laugh about it later. So
Awesome.
yeah, so thanks all. Next week we'll have Bozkar, Benjamin, and Robin Bowman. So they're a pretty cool couple, 501sters, a troop.
Yeah.
He has an Etsy shop that does a lot of cool laser cutting and leathers. So stay tuned for that.
Mhm.
So until next week, may the force be with you.
May the force be with you guys.
Peace.
Bye, guys.